Marvel stuff. Deadpool 3, huge plot leak, huge rewriters, and your Secret Wars. Let's see what Wars 2 has to say about this and check this out.
In today's video, we're going to talk about the highly anticipated Deadpool and Wolverine, aka Deadpool 3, how that corresponds to Avengers, Kang's Dynasty, and Avengers Secret Wars. And also we're going to talk about now the WGA strike is officially over. It means once the actor strike's over, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, Wade Wilson can start doing improv, but they can't start shooting yet, although some people are saying they could start hiring new actors. No, we need the actor strike to be over before they can continue shooting movies. But now it's officially over, they can start writing scripts or altering scripts like they will for Deadpool 3 because the writer's strike is over. So, but it's freaking good YouTube. Wish you have your new anime subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, Kaiju, Monsterverse, DC-based content that I try to do on a daily basis. If you could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know down below. How freaking excited are you for Deadpool 3? Now the writer strike is over, there is a small glimpse Deadpool 3 could be coming out next year, but we need the actor strike to be over before they can start rolling again in the UK. It ain't looking likely we're getting Deadpool 3 before 2025 currently, unless the actor strike ends by the end of October at latest. So, also if you could check us out on Instagram at Watch You to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, and also you can check us out on x.com, aka Twitter. I do try to interact with everybody on there as long as you are respectful. So the best thing now is Kevin Feige over at Marvel Studios can hire new writers for Kang's Dynasty and for Secret Wars. If the rumors that Michael Waldron, etc. was fired and Jeff Loveness was fired from Kang's Dynasty, let's just presume them rumors are true, because let's be honest, Ant-Man 3 flopped, so he's not going to let Jeff Loveness pen Kang's Dynasty based on that alone. So it's cool. So as we know, Ryan Reynolds plays Deadpool, aka Wade Wilson, aka the rip-off of Deathstroke, aka the rip-off of Slade Wilson. It means now Ryan Reynolds can work with the writers team properly, and they can rewrite stuff they need to rewrite, which is kind of a good thing because they're not actually filming, so they can make a lot of adjustments. So all these rumors and fake scoops that people like My Time to Shine and Can We Get Some Toast be making up, they can change a lot of stuff. If any of these kind of guesses were true, they can change a lot of stuff. So I do find it funny and interesting when all these rumors come out and stuff, because beforehand they weren't writing anything. Now, soon, in the next few hours or so, I don't know exactly when it lifts in America, they can start writing again. So we've got a brand new plot leak, if you like, from Grace Randolph, my good friend Grace. Let's be honest, Grace Randolph is very hit and miss. She did say Spider-Man Far From Home post-credit scene, did say we would get to find out who bought the Avengers Tower, and there would be a Norman Osborn scene. So Grace Randolph is still very hit and miss. So according to Grace Randolph, Deadpool 3 is like Noah's Ark. I don't need to break down what Noah's Ark is for you, but I guess that does correspond with the reports that by the end of the movie, the TVA will be taking certain heroes and certain villains from certain universes before they get destroyed and sending them to Battleworld, which apparently is going to be the prime New Earth. That would make sense. I mean, the thing is, when most of these rumors and plot leaks all coincide with each other, it's not hard to believe what is real and what is fake. This bit here is comical. She also added that based on what she's heard, it's going to be a fantastic film. Let's hope so, because Deadpool 2 was much lower standard of movie than Deadpool 1 is. I know it's always hard to beat the first movie, but and then this next bit here is hilarious. And will definitely gross $1 billion. Strong words, Grace Randolph. It looks like Oppenheimer could gross $1 billion as well. It's getting close to it. We know Barbie's done it. It's possible Super Mario Bros. Did it. But I think people are just banking on Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman having this huge pull. Do they though? We'll find out. If this movie doesn't bang $1 billion, it means that Marvel's dead. And it also means Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have absolutely no pull at all. But Wolverine, multiple Wolverines, Deadpool, X-Men Legacy, bunch of Fox Universe characters coming to the main Earth. It does make a lot of sense. It really does. But it is fascinating how this movie's changed hands like 10 times. But realistically, if you go from all the other plot leaks, it hasn't really changed much at all. It's just a case of who you want to believe, who you think's got credibility, looking at all the behind the set images and the set photos that were released online. I don't put them in my own videos because you can get copyright claims and stuff, but it does look like the Void may turn into Battle World, or in a very important place, potentially. Battle World, or the Void, I guess you could say, is canon because it seems to be appearing everywhere. We have the Fox logo in some of the Deadpool 3 behind the scenes images. They've already filmed half of it, but now the writer strike's over. They can change stuff before. I mean, it's kind of a good thing in a way that the actor strike is still ongoing. Okay, because they can make all these changes in writing before they're allowed to go back to work. But hopefully, if all this information is true, that's online. I don't believe any of them personally, but apparently there's going to be a huge meeting next week to try and fix this problem that the actors have with the studios. The main issue seems to be that the lower tier actors aren't getting medical cover because they're not hitting X amount of money, and they're not getting kickback from streaming revenues, which is shocking because Suits has had billions of minutes watched and the actors haven't had any kickback. But I don't know, it's like, oh, but they made millions making the show. Should they get a kickback? They definitely should get a kickback. So hopefully the actors can get what they want. So also in the news, is it even news? It's not really. So there was some fan art shared on the internet. It's really cool. And then someone came out and said, this is what Secret Wars is going to be like. Okay, any person in the world can make a theory and hypothesize that every single Marvel studio or Marvel Entertainment actor that's ever been on the big screen, from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., etc., from the OG Hulk, could appear in Secret Wars. As we know, after Secret Wars, we're going to go to the Cosmic Saga, if you like, or the Mutant Saga, as they have officially been trademarked. So there's a cool image that has Tobey Maguire, has Hugh Jackman Wolverine, has War Stew Wolverine, has like the Human Torch Chris Evans, has Ghost Rider, has all of them. But I think the most obvious one will be the fact that potentially, if rumors and information from behind the scenes is true, I think Tom Holland will have a pinnacle part to play in Kang's Dynasty and in Secret Wars, because Marvel don't really have any of their legacy actors anymore. Want to be on legacy? Well, Chris Hemsworth, Thor, basically said he's done because they've made a joke for his character. The Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen, will return at some point. Chris Evans is kind of done until Secret Wars, where he'll come back for some kind of role. That's the biggest problem with Marvel studios at the moment, is they don't have any of the big actors that people care about. We'll find out in the next few movies if people care about them. Like I say, if Deadpool 3 doesn't bang close to $1 billion, that proves people don't care. Doctor Strange 2 grossed close to $1 billion, I think 950-ish. And that was supposed to be cameo central. The problem is, we're in this TikTok generation where you have these little TikTokers that blow up and go viral because they get overexcited, because all these cameos were going to be in Doctor Strange 2. And they weren't, even though they did huge rewrites, but they weren't supposed to ever be in it. But every person in the world was supposed to be in it. I mean, sure, I'll cover any story, rumors, leaks, plot leaks, but I always give you my honest take of what I think is going to go down. And what I find even funnier is when you get people subquoting stuff like this, going, oh no, that's not what's actually going to happen. It's going to have Tom Holland, Spider-Man leading the Avengers. Well, as we've just said, I've literally just said it, that realistically, that should be the case, because Marvel don't have any big actors at the moment who they can trust to lead the franchise. So of course, some of the Foxverse Marvel characters won't make it out of Deadpool 3. They're not all going to make it out. They're going to kill a bunch of people off, sure. I know Marvel generally don't kill people off unless it's their actual villains, which is a rolling joke because, except for Loki, I mean, technically they killed Loki in Infinity War, but we've got another version of Loki. So it's going to be a pretty cool time for Marvel going forward, because in October, which is this weekend, we have literally Loki Season 2 next month, which is literally like a week away, which is cool because that will kick off this whole multiversal saga properly, because we're going to go back in time with Victor Timely and they're going to try and stop He Who Remains from being killed. And yeah, Loki's going to be cool. Loki could save the MCU, and I find it really funny when I say this. I read the comments, people are like, it doesn't need saving, they've got 3. I'm not saying they're going to go financially bankrupt. They already are creativity wise. I mean, when I mean save, I mean storyline wise, people actually giving up. The only reason people are going to care about Deadpool 3 is because Hugh Jackman, Wolverine and Deadpool appear. That's why I say, with Secret Wars and Kang's Dynasty, they have to bring someone in like Tom Holland, Spider-Man, someone like Scarlet Witch, realistically. They have to bring characters in and actors that people freaking care about. I know Marvel built everything from using lesser known actors. Yeah, I get it. Robert Downey Jr. was known, but he wasn't huge. Chris Evans wasn't huge. Marvel kind of made them who they are, and they don't realistically have time to do this. This is what they're doing with like Shang-Chi and Miss Marvel, except for they haven't really done much with them. In order for Marvel to get back to being great again, which they have to do before Secret Wars, is just freaking make people care for these actors. Just give them some kind of narrative story point. It's not generic, it's not woke, there's no hidden agenda, and then you can make Marvel great again. So I really hope with Deadpool 3 and Kang's Dynasty and Secret Wars and Shang-Chi 2 and Doctor Strange 3, they can make people care about these movies and these actors and stuff. Because yeah, Doctor Strange, yeah, sure, people care about him, but at the moment they've got no one. Unless you bring Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans back for Secret Wars, which they're going to do anyway, but it will be cool. And yeah, Deadpool 3 may be cameo central. Kang's Dynasty may be cameo central. Secret Wars may be cameo central. But as I say, and as I've said a lot of times, don't believe what these wannabe scoopers are saying at all. Because although the writer's strike is over, the actors can't go back to work yet. Sure, their agents can be working on deals, but if there's any casting notices come up, now the writer's strike's over, it's complete nonsense because actors cannot take on new jobs until the actor's strike's over, or at least if you're part of SAG, you can't. So likewise, guys, I try and keep you up to date with all the Marvel latest news, rumours, and made-up nonsense, and I debunk it, and I always give you my opinion if I think it's true or not. So like always, check us out on Instagram, it will shoot to see the beautiful face behind that beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter or X.com, the same website. If I never catch you in a video, everything, guys, get you later.
Please subscribe, like this video. Have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Please like this video and see you guys. Bye.